Right, that's it. Knew there's something wrong. Right, okay. Steve, the music is still on. Okay, excellent. Thanks for that. Mervyn Skidmore said Das Hibernian. T Mac is in the house. Jason Claydon is in. I'm buying the LP. Joe Cook is in. Sorted. Kig is in the house as well. Good morning to you. Big fish, little dish swimming in a box. Right. Brundle 25 is in. Yeah. Okay, we're all good now. We are all good. CYT-Crypto is in. Made it. Excellent. Good to see you. Good to see you here. Okay, we'll jump into the markets just now, see what's happening. I'll just refresh this. So it looks like we are down to $269 billion overall market capitalization. Bitcoin dominance up to 65.4%. Bitcoin itself, I thought it was going to go down yesterday. There was an indication that it was going to go down to 8,800, but didn't quite get to 8,800. It got to about $9,000, just above $9,000, then jumped right back up again. So it's extremely topsy-turvy just now with Bitcoin. It's up and down $800 in a day, which is 10% a day. Imagine if you got that in the stock market, so it would just be utter chaos. But in the crypto world, we're used to this kind of movement. So we're up and down just now with Bitcoin. So we'll take a look at the chart later on. Who's the winners and losers? We have Nano up 24%, Grisha up 21%, Litecoin up, doing brilliantly at 16%. I spoke about that the other day, saying it was going to go up. Same with Ethereum. Ethereum's not quite made it yet, but it will. Same with Cardano and XRP as well. Ontology just jumping up just now as well. 14%. Bitcoin Diamond, Bitcoin SB, BitTorrent going up. Chainlink, Neo, all in double-digit greens. Tron, XMAX, and Ardor all in double-digit greens. Who's in the red? Lambda, ABBC, MadeSafe, UNetwork. They had a brilliant run-up. Leo is down as well. There's only a few down. MCO, the actual project, is down. Japan Content, Metaverse Energy, Huobi Token, and Lisk is down. So it's about 10% down, and the rest are in the green. Satoshi value, what's the Satoshi value level? Kind of different picture, about 25% down in Satoshi value. And obviously about 75% up. That's good. We'll just have a look at the overall kind of markets. We've now got 2,352 cryptocurrencies listed on CoinMarketCap. That's not going to be there for that long, I wouldn't imagine, but that's what we've got just now, and we'll see who is the winners that are traded over $100,000 worth. And this is in USD value. Dexter is up again, 68% on 6 million volume. Don't know about it. It's on $148. Don't know the circulating supply, so I'm presuming it's got a very low circulating supply. WGreenPay is up 51%, don't know about that. Salt is up 43%, which is brilliant on 666,000 volume. Okay, so time to look for a couple of hidden gems. Chronobank, I think somebody spoke about that. I think it was Jimbo, one of our admins, Crypto Knowledge Alliance. I think he spoke about that last month, but I can't remember. I better not ascribe that to him. Insights Network seems to be doing well, 158,000 volume. Ether Base Coin, we've spoke about that as well, Xbase in the past. What else is doing it? SyncFab, Big Bomb. Rate 3, don't know about that. So there are a couple of others that we just kind of look at for. VID as well is up 16.65%. That's the potential. It's just outside the hidden gems, but it'll still be classed as a hidden gem, I think, as well. So yeah, some good stuff going on there. Okay, crypto bubbles. What's going on in markets? This is for the last hour, so it looks red at the moment. kind of red. There was a few exceptions over the last hour. I'm looking at 24 hours. You can see it's mostly green. It's a sea of green, which is beautiful to kind of look at. And there's only a few in the red. But that's over the last 24 hours. Over the last hour, things are changing a little. So the question is, is altcoin season starting? I don't think so. I don't think so just now, but there's signs of it. Signs of what could happen when altcoin season does happen. And we'll just jump on to Binance just now. So who's up just now? Nano, ERD is making a move again. ERD made a move from 35 this week and up. Last week I think it was actually. Yeah, was it last week? 14th of July? Yeah. And it's starting to make a move again. So that could do well. So you're going to get the IEOs, the Binance IEOs. We need to get them a name collectively. We need to come up with a collective name for the Binance IEOs because they all seem to go up at once. Matic is up there. ERD is up there, obviously. What else? The Seller would have been up there. I think Seller popped earlier on. Theta was doing nicely. Seller is up as well. 112. Algo starting to move. So we can see it's a sea of green and Binance. There's only one page in the red on Binance with hot kind of leading the way for the kind of losing MCO. So I still really like MCO for the future. I've said that many times, but the more I see it, the better it becomes. And XRP made a move as well. Cardano, where's Cardano just now on Binance? Going up a wee bit, 575. So on the 4 hourly, it's still not crossed over on the 4 hour chart. But XRP has. It's finally made a move. Strange thing yesterday as well, XRP was going up as Bitcoin was going up as well. The Bitcoin price was going up and XRP was going up as well, which is very unusual. Usually it's an inverse correlation between the BTC price and the XRP price, or Satoshi value. But the Satoshi value of XRP was going up as the Bitcoin price was going up as well. So you're getting a double whammy there. So if the Satoshi value goes up and the XRP and the Bitcoin price goes up, then obviously you're going to get more money that way as well. It's unusual that it happens, which was very faint signals for me that XRP was going to do something, and it kind of did. Kind of went 3,351, which is not that much, to be honest, compared to what it's been, but 16% kind of move over the last day or so. It was enough to get me thinking. And enough to kind of get a wee bit of hope there, just to say, okay, XRP is going to break away from BTC and do its own thing. So if that happened, then it would mean XRP Satoshi value would go up as well as the Bitcoin price going up, or just independent of what the Bitcoin price was doing. If it was going up, if it was going down, it wouldn't matter. It would still go up in Satoshi value. So that's what I'm hoping with XRP just now. I'm hoping that for Cardano as well, obviously as well, but that's not made its move yet, but it will. Same with Ethereum. So I'm big on the four, XRP just now, Cardano obviously, Ethereum and Litecoin. I'm kind of big on them just now. I just think they're going to make a big move, and they've started to make a move. Litecoin is starting to move up again. It's coming up to that million mark. Not quite there, 947,000, but I'm sure we'll get to the million mark soon enough, which is just about there. So we're kind of getting up to that again, the million Satoshi value. And I think that's going to happen sometime soon, but we'll have to look at the Bitcoin chart. We'll check that in a second as well. Just go back to the chat area. This is something else I wanted to talk about as well. I thought there was a mistake here on kind of YouTube, but these are the people that I've subscribed to. All these people down here are just, so I've subscribed to about 155 channels. 155, and I think there's more than that actually. I think there's about 170 channels, and they're mostly crypto channels. But we can tell when when apathy is setting in, because there's only a couple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12, 15. There's only 15 people in the last 24 hours posted a video out of the 170. Now, normally there's about 40 or 50 videos, sometimes more than that, when everybody's feeling really kind of upbeat and everything is going well. But there's only 15 videos here, and one of them is from London Real. It's not a crypto. I love kind of London Real. So if you've not seen that, I'll definitely check it out. Some brilliant interviews on that. Money GPS. Ivan on Tech, always good as well. Where's Crypto Revolution? I've not seen Crypto Revolution as well. Or maybe it's just kind of YouTube. Crypto Revolution. It is there. Just see if he's done a video in the last 24 hours. He has, but it's not been listed. Ah. That's a pain in the butt. So it's something to do with kind of YouTube then, not listing it. Have I just missed it altogether? Ah, bugger. So I need to look at that. So maybe I'm wrong there. Maybe I've jumped the gun. It's just not showing it in my subscription. So I need to kind of look at that and see what's going on. Anyway, it just seems there wasn't enough. There wasn't a lot of videos. And maybe that's why it is. And maybe they've changed the algorithm in YouTube as well. Okay, chat. Joe Cook saying, love this group. Excellent, excellent, Joe. And Joe's asked a couple of questions in the premium group. I'm doing a couple of videos. I'm making more videos for the premium group members, so I'm making it even more valuable. So if you want to become a premium member, it's going to open for 1 week only. Somebody was asking the question, your channel doesn't seem that big, why are you just opening it for 1 week only? But it's meant to be that way. We want it to grow kind of slowly. So I'm not bothered about it. It's about the quality of people that we get in. So we want it to grow slowly. So even though I'll just open it for 1 week only at the end of July, and I'll do the kind of training videos as well at the end of July. Be open for 1 week only. 6 months later, we'll do another 1 week only option. And that way it kind of grows slowly, but we get quality people in like Joe Cook in the premium group. So this is what we're looking for. We want quality people and people who have kind of looked at the channel, seen who I am as well, and kind of energetically they kind of attracted to that energy that I've got. If you're not attracted to that energy, it's not going to work. So that's what I'm doing it that way for. So every 6 months I'll just do a kind of launch. It'll be a much bigger launch than this. I've never really done much with this, and there's reasons for that. But this is a very soft launch, what you would call a soft launch. And it might be that you just don't get any subscribers because I've changed the kind of format. It might be that I don't get any subscribers, and that's fine. I live and learn, and that's cool. As long as we get the right people in the group, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. John Graham is in the house. Scott Greenplate is in. And creaky chair, or is a dog farting? No, it's a creaky chair. Crypto Cannabis is in. Cannabis is in, not cannabis. Chris Cash is in. Is on Tology a pickup now? It looks like it. We'll go to a few charts as well. Back Futures launching 22nd July. Things going to happen. This growing things. This could, yes, that could definitely help as well. But I think we're still going down from here. But we'll check that in a second. G-Slick is in. Anyone see Crow's video yesterday? I didn't see Crow's video yesterday. I'm not seeing it yet. B, XRP will spring out soon. Bags packed. Yep, my bags are packed again. I've packed and unpacked them so many times because of trading and stuff, but I've packed them again. My bags are packed for the XRP train. We're getting a lot of slagging for that, to be honest, but who cares? Revolutionist ADA is struggling to break the 0.0577. It is really struggling to break in. I don't know why. Ben, Steve, do you think the Theta are going to break out soon? Well, I've kind of recommended in the premium group. I recommended it the other day. I think it's up about 13%. I'll just show you what I've kind of done so far in July. I've not done much in July, but yesterday I recommended Theta at 10.76. It's now up at 12.24. It was up 13%. So it's kind of broken out just now already. These are the ones I've recommended. I've not done that much. I've only done about 20 calls in the group. Normally it's a lot more than that. So about one a day. So still waiting on a couple of others to pop, like ETC, and I don't mind sharing these because I've shared them already with the premium group. XRP is up 6% from where I recommended it. RLC has not done much yet. XLM, I think that's going to pop. ETC, I think that's going to pop as well. That's the ones I've recommended. I'll need to check these just to see how they're doing. Keg, thank you very much for the $2 donation. Really appreciate that. Thanks for the content you say. Thank you very much. And I appreciate your support as always. What do you think about ERD? I do think that's going to pop as well. I think that's going to get over 100 Satoshi when we do have this run. I think it's going to be leading the way. Mervyn Skidmore ran nicely fluid, had some small gains on the swing. Excellent. We'll look at that as well. Barbara Taylor finally made a live feed. Morning all. It's 3:50 AM here in Florida. Oh wow, that's brilliant, Barbara, that you're in. So big kudos to you for joining us at 3:50 AM this morning. Okay, we'll look at the Bitcoin chart, see where we're going from here. So it's actually looking okay just now, the Bitcoin chart. So we're at 9,851. We've still not crossed up over the 50 EMA yet on the 4-hour chart. We'll look at the macro view, the daily picture. So we're still up. The 70 EMA is still up over the 50 EMA, which is a good sign. And we're moving up there, but I just fear there's going to fall down again. It's using this 50 EMA. You can see here very clearly, if we can zoom in on that in the daily. This 50 EMA is using it as resistance. So it's hit it twice, about 10,000, hit it again around about the 10,000 mark and coming back down again. So it's done that twice now, which indicates to me that it's coming down. There's a few other indicators as well. We'll go to the 4-hourly. You can still see we're under the 50 EMA in the 4-hourly. And we'll go to the 1-hour chart. And it looks as if we're going to cross over, but I think what we're going to do is hit resistance there again at the 50 EMA and come back down. And it was kind of doing that yesterday. If we kind of look at yesterday, it said yesterday this could be due for a fall. I'll just show what I've done in premium group. So it mentioned here, this was support here at 9,340. It kind of got below that. It got below that and said, okay, this is going to fall again. The next level of support is 8,800, but we've still got that psychological support 9,000, and it hit the 9,000, bounced right back up again. So we've seen that happen yesterday as well. But I think we could get to this level again, maybe 9,900, even maybe the 10,000 mark, kind of touch it again and then come back down. I still think 8,800 is on the cards. I just don't think the volume is there and the support and the momentum is there to push it past or get it back up to 13,004 or 13,000 or 14,000 or 15,000 again. Not at the moment. Not at the moment. It's coming. It's coming very soon. But at the moment, I fear it's going to fall again. 50-minute chart. We said, kind of talked about trading on a 50-minute chart. So on the 16th of July, it fell from 10,700 and down to 9,469. In and out on the 50-minute chart. You'd have got back in on the 50-minute chart at 9,477, back out at 9,714, back in 9,712, and you'd have taken profit along the way as well. But according to the 15-minute chart, we're still up just now. 50-minute chart is good for short-term spells. But again, you go down to the 5 minutes, and it looks as if we're coming back down again. So always check on the 5 minute. If you're trading, if you're day trading, always check on the 5 minute and 15 minute. 5 minute will tell you what's going to happen fairly soon. 15 minutes will probably follow after that. So I've stopped trading BTC just now. I've kind of lost a lot of money on it, and I put my trading profits that I got back, not my profits because I'm still in a loss, but I put that to the side just now, and I've actually put it into XRP just now. So that's what I've done with some of the trading losses that I've got back. So I didn't want to overtrade. So I will go back into the market in BTC as well, and Bybit, sorry, because I do like Bybit. I like it much better than BitMEX. But I'm currently doing videos on that as well. So I'm doing videos on just showing you how to trade on Bybit as well. And that's for the premium members, which is coming out at the end of the month. So, but the premium members just now will get access to that as well. I'm just making all the videos and just asking questions as well, and doing lots of different stuff on that. So yeah, it looks, I think it's going to come back down and maybe hit the 10,000 again, come back down. But just pay attention to the charts and look at it. Don't kind of go on that. Look at the 15-minute chart and wait on the 15-minute, the 7 EMA crossing down over the 50 EMA. We'll look at the RSI as well. And the only reason I'm looking at this is because I was talking about this in a video. I was making a video yesterday in the premium group. So the RSI on the 15-minute chart, we're sitting around about kind of 53. So it's not in overbought or oversold. It's right smack bang in the middle. If we look on the daily for the RSI, I'm sitting quite low actually. So I still think we could go a wee bit lower. Is there divergence there? No, there's not. So I still think we could go a wee bit lower and then a big bounce back up again. But that's just a feeling that I've got. It doesn't mean to say that is going to happen. Okay, we'll look at some of the charts for you're talking about. We'll turn the RSI off. So ontology making a move. This is on the daily. We'll look at it on the 4 hourly. So it's crossed up over the 7 EMA is not crossed over yet, but it's broken through. The price is actually broken through the 50 EMA, but the 7 EMA is not crossed over yet. But it will have done on the 2 hourly chart, I would imagine. Yeah, that's crossed over. So ontology looking good at the moment, coming off its all-time low. ERD, somebody was speaking about that as well. That's crossed over in 2 hourly as well. It crossed over at 46 Satoshi and looking to move up higher just now as well. And if there is going to be an altcoin run, then that will be at the forefront as well. Hot. That's just because it's such a low Satoshi value. Any kind of Satoshi move and it jumps up by 8 to 9%. 8 or 9%, not 8 to 9%. Loop ring crossed over in the 2 hourly. We're just going to 4 hourly. So the price is broken through on the 50 EMA, but the 7 EMA is not crossed over. That could be a spike and down again. So Raiden Network as well, GRS. GRS looks a good one actually. It's not just the price is broken through, it's looking to cross that at some point, possibly today. What time does that finish? That'll finish at 9 AM, so that'll make another candle in about 3 minutes time. Syscoin looks good. So Syscoin looks really good actually. That looks like a screaming buy. This is on the 4 hourly. I'll take a look at the big macro picture for Syscoin. All-time low, 271, round about there. So Syscoin looks like a good buy at the moment. So it's now 321. Your next resistance, you're talking round about 407. So about 27% increase over the next few days, possibly. Possibly depends on how quick Bitcoin goes down, if it goes down. So there's a few trading opportunities there. We'll look at the big ones. Ethereum, BTC. Going back up in Satoshi value. So 2.2 million just now. I was speaking about it yesterday with 2.1 million. But Ethereum's gone up and it's a strong feeling Ethereum is going to bounce big time. We'll look at Ethereum dollar value. So $217 for Ethereum. I think we're going to get up over 300 again. And when the altcoin season does come, Ethereum is going to be in the front as well, I believe. Litecoin BTC. We've seen that going up. It's crossed up over the 4 hourly, which makes a buy for me. But we've seen that before and then it's come right back down again. And it's currently at 950,000 Satoshi at the moment. I'm looking for it to move over 1 million Satoshi again, which will be a resistance point, and that'll be a psychological resistance. Is it a resistance, a true resistance? Nope, just be a psychological resistance. But there's been support there, so it might turn into resistance. If we can break it and make it support again, I think Litecoin is going to go up as well. XRP BTC. 3,205. It's just kind of going sideways at the moment, trying to decide what to do. But you've got a kind of bull flag there. So hopefully we don't break down from there. Kind of bull flag. Kind of want to break up from here. But it's at the bottom of that kind of flag, so hopefully it doesn't break down again. XRP, what else did I mention? Cardano, BTC. Cardano's not made its move yet, but I think it will. Obviously, for the long term, I don't think there's any doubt that Cardano is going to make its move. 574 just now. Kind of broke down on the 14th of June at 1,089. So just to get to 100%, just to go back up to that breakdown point, should be relatively easy when it starts going. So it's a 100% increase for Cardano. Yeah, I think it actually doesn't. It looks bad when you look in the chart and you go, "Oh my God, that looks really bad." But if you know Cardano and you've kind of looked into it, then you just go, "Oh, this is beautiful," and you just pick up more Cardano at these prices as well. Morning. What do you think of TRX? And that's Ming Cage. TRX, from a charting point of view, I've spoken before about TRX, BTC, about Justin Sun. I don't think the integrity is there for Justin Sun. However, I do think it could do well, and I was really bullish on TRX before, on Tron before, and then Justin Sun but more and more things he'd done, I just thought there was a lack of integrity there. And what happens, how you do the small things is how you do the big things. That's one of my big kind of sayings, and I really believe that. And if it does kind of things like that without integrity, then it just shows me the measure of the man and how he runs a company as well. To me, it does. So I'm not bullish on TRX the way I used to be, but I still think it could do well. And from a charting point of view, it's not crossed on the 4-hourly. It's just crossed on the 1-hour chart, talking about 231. And I still think it will do well because Justin Sun at marketing, I have to give him his credit. He's got a different style of marketing. I actually like the way he does it. I wouldn't do it myself that way, but I do like the way he does it. He's always kind of in the news at some point. Something now. One second. Itch. Yeah, so that's what I think about Tron, but it could do well from a charting point of view. Just crossed up over the hourly, but that's a kind of slow indicator, or a fast indicator, sorry, so it could come down at any time. The most VTHO paid bonds happened the other day again for VChain. I think VChain are going to do amazing. I think they're down big time just now as well, but I think this is definitely going to survive the Altcoin purge. I think 57 was near its all-time low. 51 was its all-time low. So I just think this is an absolute steal in VChain. But that's not financial advice. Do your own research and all that, blah, blah, blah. Put your big girl pants on, big boy pants on. I'm not your dad and all that. Just do your own research. But I think VChain could survive the Altcoin purge. TRX will be massive one day. Could very well be. What's the premium side of things? How does that work? And basically what you do when you join a premium group, if you join a premium group, we're going to release it again at the end of the month, and we're going to have training videos for you, but I also do calls every day. I've just showed you kind of the calls. I make these calls every day, or usually every day, but when it's a market like this, it's so volatile, difficult to make the calls. So you should just sit in your hands. So get these calls every day. You don't have to I spend about 2-3 hours a day going through all the charts, 2-3 times a day. And I'll give you the calls just to say, I think this is going to go up, I think this is going to go up. And previously we've had June was 17% average gain, 37% average gain, 9% average gain in April was a bad month, 27% average gain, and this is for all the calls. Some of them go up 225%, 248% on the calls I've made as well. But this is the price that I say is going to go up. I think that's going to go up, and this is the highest price within 10 days. So it has to be within 10 days. It can't just be ongoing. It has to be within 10 days. And this is the highest price within 10 days of making that call. So you're not going to get out to the very top So you have to kind of think about that yourself, and you could kind of ladder out. That's probably the best way. So that's what you get as part of the premium. You'll also get training videos. I'll just show you kind of what I'm doing just now. That's the RSI. I hope I've saved that. So this is a training video I'm making for the premium group at the moment. So it's just welcome my journey, investing, trading, technical analysis, researching coins to buy, mindset of buying and selling. So that'll be the training program as well. And you'll also get access to the premium group. So I've got CYT-Crypto Premium, got 213 members in there as well. And it's people talking about crypto 24/7 from around the world. So it's a brilliant group to join. So we're going to release that, but it is coming out the end of this month. So you can sign up and get the free training class, and you'll be the first to hear about the premium group. So I hope that helps. Chris, Florida stunning this time of year. We've had rain in Glasgow for the last 48 hours. Yes, we have indeed. Not good, not pretty. Loyal Tandy, TRX, I've said that already. The only coin I want that I don't own is BTC. Hopefully we'll be able to pick some up. 8,800 USD range. Chris, yeah, I think it's always good if you're trading and you're making profits, stick a wee bit, even if it's 0.001 or something, stick a wee bit to the side and just accumulate Bitcoin all the time. Because you're going to be in the top 1% of people around the world that own Bitcoin in the future. And the top 1% will own at least one Bitcoin, and you're going to be part of that if you can accumulate just now. So I would definitely do it that way. Just like Exodus got a new wallet or mobile app. I've never checked that out. BNB on the way up, excellent. What do you think about XVG? I don't know if that's one of the ones that's going to go away with the altcoin purge. I don't know if that's one of the ones that could do that. To be honest, I think it's, unless it reinvents itself, I think a lot of these projects have got to reinvent themselves to make themselves look newer. And I don't know how they're going to do that. If you ever get that tattoo, Steve? Did you ever? No, I didn't get it. I spoke about it, my wife and I spoke about it the other day actually. Because it was costing about, I think it was £800-900. I thought it was going to cost about £200 or something, naively. I thought the tattoo was going to be about £200, but I think it's going to cost about £800-900 at least. And that's just one of the artists I've spoken to. So, no, I didn't actually get it, but I spoke about it the other day and I said, yes, I'm going to get it before the end of this year. That's weird. What made you think about that, Kick? Mark Pond, does crypto is very cheap for the potential they have in the future? Is one of the biggest new ways of money transaction for people in the world. So cheap or not? Yes. How's Kin's chart? Oh, Kin. Charts. We've not looked to the really small caps in a while. So Kin, we need to do Ethereum value because I would imagine it's not good in Satoshi. That was below the 1 Satoshi level. 7 Gwei. Not good at all. And that's obviously with the battles with the SEC. It's not 7 Gwei, it's actually about 7,000 Gwei or something, but it's just not shown. 2, 4, 6, 8, so there's only 8 decimal places. It should be more than that. I think it should be 16 decimal places for Ethereum, is that right? So it's more than 7 Gwei, much more. It might actually be 70,000 or something. Right, a couple of news stories we're looking at, or I was looking at. CNB analyst shorting BTC as leading crypto hits 9,800. So it hit 9,800, we've seen that. I'll just go back to the BTC chart. BTC USD, go to Bitstamp. 9,831 it is at the moment. We'll look at it on a 2 hourly. I did get to, was the low point yesterday, 9,049. So I thought I was going to hit 8,800 yesterday, but it didn't quite get there. I got to 9,049. But it's using that 7 EMA as support in a 2 hour, which is actually a good sign. So it's just very, very choppy just now. Really, really choppy. So yeah, this was futures trader, analyst and founder of GRZ Energy, Anthony Grisanti, says he's shorting Bitcoin and CNBC futures now. Grisanti says he's looking for BTC to drop below 9,000. I think that's a general consensus that it's going to drop below 9,000 again, but after that then we'll have to kind of make a decision. I'm looking for a move back down to 8,900, and if I get stopped in, I'm going to put my stop in at 10,500 because I think the market is going to have a hard time getting above that, and I tend to agree. That's why I'm kind of sharing this with you as well. That's a kind of bias confirmation I've spoken about many times. Meanwhile, analyst Josh Rager suggests that today's Bitcoin bounce from 9,200 to around 9,800 is likely a short-term pop before the price moved back down. So this is Josh Rager, who I like on Twitter as well. Bitcoin had a nice bounce. It tapped the previous 4-hour chart low, and I honestly think it needs to push up more before continuation down. Watching the daily resistance area overhead in between 10,192 to 10,340 as potential short-term top. The price breaks above 9,830, which it has, 9,850. So you're looking for a short-term kind of rise to about 10,200 before it comes back down again. Rager says his analysis of Bitcoin's current price action combined with on-chain data indicates Bitcoin may hit a short-term bottom at around the 8,000 mark. If I had 10k, I would buy 25% BTC around the mid to high 9ks, another 25% around 9k, and another 25% around 8k to 85k, and 25% left in case it goes under 8k. Some suggest 5.6k to 6.4k, but support is heavy at 8,000. So I mentioned yesterday that it could go down to 7,600. That's a major support area. And we'll see over the next couple of days. So I'm not bullish on Bitcoin just now. I'm bullish overall, obviously, on the alts and Bitcoin itself, but I'm not bullish at the moment. This was a news story. Massive whale triggered $1 billion Bitcoin sell-off, says crypto trader. So this is from Tyler Swope. He's got CYT-Crypto. I actually like him. A lot of people don't like him, but I do like him. And he was talking about how it was one kind of whale that triggered the $1 billion Bitcoin sell-off from kind of 14,000 all the way down to where it is just now. So what he said is the whale strategically sold 15,000 ETH or Ethereum on Sunday in order to trigger a domino effect that sent the price of Bitcoin and the overall crypto market into a tailspin. And they put in a mass market sale of 15,000 ETH on Bitstamp, which plunged the price immediately from 270 to 190, a flash crash. Now these flash crashes on Bitstamp are a common thing, and they have happened many times since the launch of BitMEX futures exchange. Why? Because the price data for the contracts is pulled from just a few exchanges, Bitstamp, Kraken and Coinbase Pro, and these exchanges have lower levels of liquidity. So it says, like a disease, the sale is spread into the BitMEX ETH futures contracts, which base their price 33% on Bitstamp exchange, and many contracts were liquidated in the blink of an eye, and the contagion spread into Bitcoin and the entire crypto markets, resulting in the dump we saw on Sunday. So the large trade was tracked on Twitter and was reported by the user Hunting Island as well. So it might be the result of a whale, which kind of tells us obviously it's not about regulation. I don't know what you can do about these whales. And the whales are the whales because either they bought into it when it was really low, they could have bought into it at $3,000, or they've mined it from kind of years ago and they've just been collecting Bitcoin ever since. And these are probably the whales now that can control the market to a degree, yes. Manipulating the markets, without a doubt, yes. And who can blame them as well? I think we'd do the same if we had that much. Yeah, this is news at Coinbase. I've just seen this before I came live. Coinbase now offering 4 free exclusive trading signals to all users. So what are the trading signals? So the first one is top holder activity. And this refers to the percentage of Coinbase users with large balances of an asset, the top 10%, who have either bought or sold that asset in the past 24 hours. And this information is updated every 2 hours. At the time of writing, Bitcoin, 69% of top BTC holders have bought Bitcoin and 31% have sold Bitcoin in the past 24-hour period. Typical hold time they've got, popularity on Coinbase as well, and the price correlation. And that signal tells you how crypto asset prices move in relation to each other, i.e. a high positive correlation means those prices have tended to move in the same direction. So if you want to hedge your risk exposure to BTC related price movements, you might want to consider buying crypto assets that have a high negative correlation with Bitcoin. And that, in the case of Bitcoin, currently Coinbase.com shows the following price correlation information when you look at Bitcoin. So Huobi token, if Bitcoin goes up, Huobi token will probably go up as well. If it comes down, it'll come down. So negative correlation, Ogre. So when Bitcoin price goes up, Ogre price moves down. When Bitcoin price comes down, Ogre price moves up. So that's what they're talking about, negative correlation there. So you might want to move into Ogre as a hedge against Bitcoin price moving down as well. So that's Coinbase. I thought that was quite interesting. They're offering those kind of signals as well. Okay, that's it for just now. So we'll just look at the chat. I think that was the news. There's only a couple of news stories I was going to share. Just check, just to make sure. Coinbase, BTC looking to pull back from the XRP moving slowly up. Yep, as Altcoin alt season started. So I've covered everything. BNB, somebody says BNB on the way up. BNB, BTC. It's looking good. Back up to 292,000. It's reaching for the 300,000 mark again. Crossed over in the 4 hourly. Yep, that's definitely a buy. Maybe a buy for me. And you know, I like BNB as well. I think it's going to have one last big push up, and as well before September. I don't know what's going to happen in September. I don't know if they really are going to ban the US investor. I think they've got something up their sleeve, but I don't know what it is. I have a clue what it could be. What it is, I don't think it's just anything to do with Binance.us. So I'm just kind of wary that the liquidity in Binance.com is going to just, it's not going to disappear, but it's going to kind of all but go. So I'm wary of kind of Binance in September, and just interesting to see what they've got up their sleeve. They've got something, I just don't know what it is. 20,000 ETH just transferred to Huobi. Whale Alert, yeesh. So Whale Alert, if you've not seen Whale Alert, I'll definitely check that out. Whale Alert on Twitter. I'll have them in your feed. 2 minutes ago, 20,000 ETH transferred from unknown wallet to OKX and to Huobi as well. If a coincidence, is 20,000 each, so there might be a coordinated effort there. 91,000 ETH transferred from unknown wallet to unknown wallet. A lot of ETH getting transferred. Yeah, so interesting to kind of look at that as well. So thanks for that, Barbara. Keg, around this time last year, you spoke about it. Just came to mind. Right, was it around this time last year? So, you want to look at the total altcoin market. It's like we broke out. What's your view about that? Just have a look. So this is the altcoin total market. This is in dollar value. This is the only thing I don't like about it, because it's in dollar value. 4 hour. It's not kind of broken out yet. It's coming up. Just look at it on the hourly. So it's crossed over on the hourly. We'll look at the 7 and the 50. So this is the altcoin total market cap, and without Bitcoin. And you've got 82 billion at the moment. It'd be interesting to see what it was back in. We'll look at the daily. Back in 2018. See, this is why I don't particularly like looking at the USD value as well, but obviously it does give them some indication. So when Bitcoin topped the price at $20,000, obviously the altcoin market without Bitcoin in it topped round about 500 billion, and then as soon as the price came down of Bitcoin, then obviously this kind of figure came down as well. And with Bitcoin price going up, this goes up as well. When Bitcoin price comes down, this comes down as well. So that's why I don't particularly like looking at dollar value. I'd rather look at the Satoshi value, but they've not got one for the Satoshi value that I know of. Let's see. Look at the market cap. Total market capitalization excluding Bitcoin. Just now, and we can see there that should coincide with what we've just seen. Saying about 93 billion there. Go to 7 days. 93 billion. So it's different from what I've got on there, but it doesn't show it in Satoshi value. And I think we should have something like that. What is moving up though? Obviously we can see the Bitcoin dominance moving up. Anything else moving up? No, everything else is going down because the Bitcoin dominance is going up. Yeah, so I'm not too keen on looking at that, to be honest. And then Scottish Bull, I love Tyler, one of the best. I think he's one of the best out there, one of the best YouTubers as well. And PPP again, we've looked at that before. Oh, PayPal, we haven't looked at. 14 million, volume is $90. I would imagine there's a market excluded from that. Yeah, there is. Ether Delta is excluded, 8,000. Down 45% since it came to market. Social, July 15, July the 11th. I don't know much about it. Cash flow statement, July the 8th, so once a week. The tweet should be tweeting more than that, I think. But I don't know much about it at all. PayPal, 40 million market capitalization, 8,000 volume, not that much. To be honest, that doesn't mean to say that's a bad thing, but it's an indication. Has had a high of 304 million. So what's that? 25 times off from where it is just now. So I don't know too much about it. B, Save the Whales, yeah. King 1969 is in the house. Good morning to you. G-Slick, PundyX. I don't know at all what's going on with PundyX. $5 and 6 Satoshi. You can pick up PundyX just now for 6 Satoshi. But we keep saying, well, I keep saying in my own mind thinking, oh, you can pick it up for 8 Satoshi, and oh, you can pick it up for 9 Satoshi, then it's 7 Satoshi, now it's 6 Satoshi. I'm wondering, is it going to go down even further than this? So until there's a buy signal, and there's definitely not a buy signal at the moment for PundyX, I don't know what's going on with it. I do like the project, I do like the team, I do like what they're doing. Don't know what's going on with it, but there's no point buying just because it's low Satoshi value, because it could go even lower. It was low in 9 Satoshi, it was low at 8, it was low at 7. It's now low at 6, it could be low at 5, 4, 3, you just don't know. So until there's a buy signal there, or until news comes out, fundamental kind of news comes out, I just wouldn't be looking at it. I wouldn't put it in just because I've lost so much money on PundyX as well in the past. So it's not all about kind of fundamentals. You still have to look at the kind of technicals and just say, is it a buy just now? It's not a buy just now. Just because it's low Satoshi value doesn't make it a buy. So yeah, it doesn't look good, G-Slick at the moment, but I still think it's a good company, good project. We're just waiting for an opportunity to market my range of fiat-fueled barbecues. Yeah. Scottish Bull was speaking to Annie ex-Bab. Excellent the other day. Some things she said about Bab are scary. Ah, Scottish Bull exit scam. Is that Mervyn Skidmore's asking? I've been in touch with Annie as well. I really like Annie and thought she was one of the genuine ones at Bab as well. And I was friends with her before that in the personal development world as well. But I've not deliberately not really asked about kind of Bab. I've just asked about a kind of new position. So she's doing well. So tell her I was asking for a B when you kind of, or Scottish Bull when you speak to her next. Okay, I think that's it. We'll go back to the BTC chart. See what's happening. Yeah, it's starting to come down now. 7,779. The 4-hour chart. So this might be the start of the drop. I'm just looking at the 15 minutes. Yep. Then we're going to get a drop from here, and I think it's going to be a big drop from here. But we're still above, on the 50-minute chart, we're still above the 50 EMA. So, and it's not crossed over yet. It's not crossed over. So if I was trading this, I'm out just now, as I said, I'm just kind of saving or probably preserving or damage limitation is what it is just now with regards to kind of trading Bitcoin just now. But I'd be waiting another maybe 3 candles or even going to the 5-minute chart and see what that's saying. 5-minute chart is crossed down. This would be a sell for me. This would be, I would be shorting from here Bitcoin, because this could be a big drop to the 9,000 or 8,800 area. But stranger things have happened. It could just go back up and go to 10,500. But it's looking like a big drop just now. It'll be interesting to see how the alts react to that. And just take a look at this for a second. Because it looks like a big drop. Come back up. That's the thing, I don't know what's holding it up just now. That's what I think would do that big drop, but we'll kind of wait and see what happens. There's not much volume. Yeah, we'll definitely do a drop, I think. We were due yesterday, it did drop to around about 9,000, but bounced right back up again. I don't think we're going to get that bounce again for a bit, which is not a bad thing. Just not a bad thing. Okay, Brando, we're missing something fundamental with Dent and Pundex. How can they both have products and price keeps? That's what I can't understand. Brando 25 as well. I just don't understand it, because again, Dent, I thought it was a good project. They announced good news last week as well. I don't know, honestly, I don't know what it is. Kick saying smash likes. Yes, if you can go down to like button and smash those likes, be interesting to see how many likes that. 17 likes, is that what it is? Interesting to see 17 likes. 42 watching just now. So if you can go down to like button just now and smash that like, that would be fantastic. Or crush the likes. Buterin proposes Bitcoin Cash integration to scale Ethereum in short term. Don't like that idea at all, to be honest, Kick. But yeah, I've seen that news as well. Olo Bramblebur is in the house. Good morning to you. Okay, I'm going to leave it there just now. Thank you very much for spending some time with me this morning. As I said, I know a lot of people are kind of getting disillusioned with the markets just now, so I do appreciate your time even more here. So thank you very much for sticking with me and for all your support as well. And remember to sign up for the classes I'm going to be providing and your chance to join the premium group at the end of that as well. It'll be fantastic to see you in there. Until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels,